Hey Pisces, Psychic Medium Tammy here with your reading for March 3rd through around the 5th. And I just wanted to say thank you for supporting my channel so far. I appreciate it. I love you guys and I love Pisces like a lot. And I just wanted to say thank you and I hope you enjoy your reading today. So let me start here. I pulled the card spread, before I got started, and I was sitting here looking over this because it's quite interesting and it goes in a lot of different directions today. There's something here about money. There's something here about relationships and changes and all sorts of interesting things, children, intuition, psychics, all kinds of stuff showing up here. So let me see if I can get started on this, because one of the first things I'm seeing is it looks like you are being very careful with money at this time. It looks like you're saving money, that you're maybe tight on money, but it seems to be a really big concern, and it's really significant for you at this time. That's not to say it's bad. It just is. It just is what's going on. There's a woman in this picture, and this may actually represent you in this picture, a female figure, the Empress. And, she's very creative. She can be a mother. There's a lot with her about creating and bringing life to things, and being the person who supports love and heart. There's a lot of heart with her creative ventures, and she's very much in control, and she's showing up upright, so there's all the positive aspects of control with her. But it is creating a little bit of a conflict right now in some way. It may be that you're carrying more weight than you want to in this situation if you're a woman. It may be that you're not really wanting to be in that position, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who you feel has more power than you want them to have at this particular time. So it's a little bit of a conflict. I mean, it's not a bad one, but it does show up in the conflict position, so it's worth looking at. Now, there's a couple of things that are showing up in your aura, just in your general aura, is a lot of inner strength that's really over you. And I think last time I did the reading for you all, the strength card came up upside down, and I hope that didn't mean some of you were sick or weren't feeling well, but it did kind of look like that. So if that's the case, I hope you're feeling better. And it sure looks like it from the looks of these cards, because the strength card is upright and strong, and it's right, very significant in your aura at this time. This also can have to do with pets, and I hope your pets are doing well. It could be that you're putting a lot of thought into a pet or getting a pet, spending more time with your animals. That sort of thing can also be represented in this way. Now, deeper down, what I'm seeing, those were your kind of immediate thoughts, what's more visible. What's deeper down with you, Pisces, is showing me there's some sort of a stalemate, some kind of feeling of tension, that you're waiting for a situation to resolve itself. And it will. Wait till I get further into the reading, okay? So don't worry about that. It's just where you're kind of at right now. It looks like there's something about celebrations and parties that's already happened, kind of moving into the past, and that would make sense based on it's your birthday season, and I think a lot of that is your birthday has, it's right here, it's present, it's getting ready to go behind you. There's another year there for you. So happy birthday to all you Pisces out there. It's interesting, the cards wanted to mention that. It's kind of cute. I love when the guides make little jokes with me. Okay, so what's coming up in your future is the Emperor. Now, see, we've had the Empress, who is causing maybe a little bit of ripple, and now we've got the Emperor, who is in your immediate future. Now, this is of course, the male version. There's the Empress and the Emperor, and this is going to be a male figure. Usually the Emperor is a father figure, and he is showing up in the near future as a main player in your picture, in your story. Very good guy, very grounded, very focused on the material world, and also concrete structures, which would tell me this goes to real estate or buildings or building houses. Really a lot of focus on real estate for a lot of you, especially in this. It's an interesting real estate market, as I understand it. I'm certainly no expert in that. But that's what they're telling me. That's what the guides are telling me, is there's a lot of people focusing on real estate for better or worse at the moment. So it is showing up. It does look positive to me. And it looks like this man is going to be front and center in your life coming up. He could be a realtor. He could be someone who helps sell your house. He could be someone who gives advice. He could be the father of your children. It could be your father. So there's that sort of energy. Take it as it resonates. And I think you're going to find him helpful and interesting. Now, a little further out in the future, and I would say this goes a little further out than March 3rd through 5th, which I mentioned earlier in the reading. But there might be a little sense of disappointment, and this looks like it might be in the next month to 2 months. I think you might go through a little dip in your energy where you're just feeling a little bit sad about something, a little bit like, is this all there is? You know, sort of this feeling of just a little melancholy and that sort of thing, but it is a passing phase. All energy is movable. So since you know that's coming in, I would get a jump start on that and go ahead and plan some fun things for yourself, you know, around that. So, you know, it could be some sort of unavoidable sadness. It could be someone in your family that's having an issue or an illness. It could be something where you feel betrayed by someone at work. There could just be something like that where you just feel a little let down about something. So anyway, it's coming in, and I give people everything I get. I'm not trying to sugarcoat the readings. I'm trying to just be real and give you what I get. That's how I read. So, and I don't do astrology. Everything that I get is through guides and angels and the tarot cards. You know, sometimes in these readings, I'm pulling a spread of cards to read for the collective. Psychic impressions, visions, and clairvoyance, and those sorts of things. So that's where the information's coming from. I don't do astrology at all. So, okay, so back to your reading. Other people are seeing you. This is really interesting. Other people are seeing you as very loving. They get this sense from you that, you know, you have this sensitivity, and they feel unconditional love from you. And there's also this other side to you, because you're so intuitive, that sometimes people feel that you're looking straight through them, or they think you're analyzing them or spying on them, or that you know more than you should about them for some reason, and it's because you're so psychic yourself. So just know that, like, sometimes people get nervous around you and they want to over-explain things, or they want to tell you things, or they try to throw you off track because they feel like when you're talking to them, like, that you can just see straight into them, and it makes them nervous a little bit, even though you're sending them this unconditional love. They're also seeing you. I see a lot of parents in this reading, and I see parents with children and babies, and a lot of unconditional love, and potentially a new baby coming into your picture. So whether this is your baby or a grandchild, or even a neighbor you're close to, you know, somewhere I see a young child or a baby coming into the picture that you will be close to. So when that comes up, please leave it in the comments. It'll be fun to hear about that. So we're almost to the end of your reading. The last thing I'm getting to right here is the final outcome for just the next few days, is having to do with being tight with money. As I mentioned earlier, they sort of came full circle with the money part of this in the reading. They mentioned it first. And this is one of the last cards that came up too, is if you've gone through a period of time where money has felt tight for you, or it's not coming in as fast as you want it to, or you're looking for a raise or a new job or something like that, just know that that is improving. It looks really good. It looks really, really good to me here, because it's showing me all of that kind of stress and strife that was around money and jobs for you last month is going to turn around. So that's a really good thing coming up in your future here. Feels very solid to me as well. The other thing is, the guides are saying, be sure to use your intuition. They are showing me the High Priestess, but she's flipped upside down. So that's usually a little reminder to really trust your intuition. Pisces, you all are so intuitive. So be sure to trust that. You know, I'm sure you know, when you've not trusted it, you've regretted it, like I have, like we all have. So just pay attention to that. You know, really do trust your intuition on things because you know, deep down you know. And I'm glad to be here for you, reading for you, and thank you for supporting my channel, and thanks for coming in to take a listen to this. Please share with your friends and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll get notified with new readings, and I look forward to talking with you all again soon. And have a great weekend. Sending you lots of love, Pisces.